Welcome to the 4th anniversary event of NBTpack. Get ready for a lot of exciting things that are coming today. In a moment we will explore the haste future of this project. We will take a look into development processes, and at last we will dive into the rich past of this resource pack. At the start I want to sincerely apologize for delaying this event from March 14th, but that was necessary for it to happen at all. Let's start with some news regarding NBTpack Peak of Underground update. Peak of Underground Update Part 2 is being released right now. If everything goes smoothly, you will be able to download the update until the end of today's show. If not, then I think the latest will be tomorrow. This update may not seem rather large, and that's actually true when you look only at the resource pack itself. However, there's an enormous amount of things that are changing in conjunction with the update. Most of them take place on sites from where you can download NBTpack. They are getting completely revamped. You may see this plugin paragraph, but we will come back to that in a moment. Now let's focus on what else has changed. Obviously there are still changes in the pack. It's another of the ones that changed the oldest things in the pack, but this update also comes with quite a few changes for the wild update. Keep in mind, Peak of Underground is not the 1.19 update. This one will come out after Mojang releases the wild update, so there may occur some bugs on both Java and Bedrock Edition. If you would like to take a look at all blocks, items, mobs and effect changes in the whole NBTpack, this update brings brand new changelogs for the Java version. It's a file you have to open via your internet browser. After that you will see an interactive menu that allows you to show and hide particular sections. You may be upset that this feature is Java version exclusive, despite me saying that I'm aiming for 100% parity between Java and Bedrock Edition, and I understand that. Though I as well ask you to understand that the frustration of creating anything for Bedrock Edition is at most times not worth the effect. Now add to this that this changelog took me 3 months to make, and Bedrock version would require to be made almost from ground up. I hope you get the picture now. Now let's talk about plugins, because they are the main topic of this update. Few months ago I came across a problem regarding plugin distribution that forced me to disable the ability to download them for a few days. The solution I came up with was not perfect by any means, but I have a new one. Still not perfect, but way better. Each plugin now comes with separated download page, which you can access by clicking on this banner you saw earlier in the presentation video. Let's stay on topic of plugins for a bit longer, as there are many new ones in this update. First two are ones that affect the ores, and you may recognize them from last year's Devu projection. These are once again Diamond Ore plugin and Quartz Ore plugin. The first one will make the ores emissive if you are using Optifine mod, and the other will give them custom 3D look. Next we have a plugin that you may have seen on the event announcement, Grassblock plugin. It's one of the smaller ones, as it will make all flat and fake flat items display in the same angle as in discontinued Minecraft Earth game. There are 2 new plugins left, and one of them is called after a dragon egg. Once again, you may recognize this time changes from one of my older projects, NBTpack. In fact, these redesigns are updated versions of those seen in the no longer supported project. Last, we have something I would call revolutionary. Meet the final plugin of NBTpack 1.5.13, Enchanting Table plugin. This plugin will help you to remember what each enchantment in the game does by displaying little icons describing each functionality. This plugin supports multiple languages: English, including United States, United Kingdom and Australia, Spanish, Polish, Czech, Ukrainian, German, French, Danish, Japanese, and Korean. The same applies to Melon plugin with this update. And finally, there also is quite a big change regarding NodeBlock plugin. Root NBTpack no longer has NodeBlock functionalities from previous versions. They have been moved into NodeBlock, and this one comes in two versions now. One with the node B and the other one with H. This amount of different resource packs may be overwhelming for some, so there also is a NBTpack Ultimate Collection Edition. This version of NBTpack comes with all of plugins enabled by default in just one resource pack. Let's stick to the topic of 1.5.13 for a little longer, as this update brings releases of NBTpack and all of plugins to multiple major releases of Minecraft. Through the month of May, you can expect releases for 1.7 to 1.8, 1.9 to 1.10, 1.11 to 1.12, and 1.13 to 1.14. Next, we should speak about the future of NBTpack. As you may know, Peak of Underground Part 2 was advertised as the final update, and that's mostly true. NBTpack will not get any content updates anymore, the same as it didn't get any major updates since the Harmonic update release. However, for quite some time now, there was a version numbered 1.1 that was listed for Bedrock Edition. That is no longer the case. Unfortunately, I have to break yet another promise of mine, this time about getting both versions of NBTpack to complete parity when possible. Let's hope this is the last time something like this happens, but more on this topic will be spoken soon after the event. To remind you, NBTpack has seen 5 types of updates throughout its existence: major updates, content updates, minor updates, fixer pack updates, or to be correct, bugfix updates, and compatibility updates, which are a branch of fixer packs. So as you can see, no more content updates doesn't mean the pack will not be updated at all, the same as no more major updates didn't bring the end of development. However, since only minor updates are left from what can bring new changes, do not expect any major changes to what has already been added. The same goes for Bedrock Edition. At the frequency of the updates, if needed, such update will always be released after a new full release of Minecraft. Okay, enough talking about future. Now let's take a step back, shall we? NBTpack Legacy is an edition of NBTpack that aims to bring back the oldest and best parts of experience from playing with NBTpack. Most of these changes are recreations of what was a thing back in the earlier versions, but there are also assets imported directly from the oldest builds. Speaking of, NBTpack Beta 1 and Beta 2, thought to be lost to time, have been found recently and will be getting re-released along with NBTpack Legacy. Why a separated edition instead of just betas, you may ask? Well, actually, these betas were found after Legacy had been made and prepared to be released, and also Legacy is getting released on multiple major versions, the same as Classic and plugins, while original betas are stuck to 1.13, almost completely untouched. If we don't take into account file name changes and removal of beta version of New Vanilla textures, which were once included in NBTpack. That's all I have prepared for today. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them on Twitter using #NBTpackEvent. You can also use this tag to share your thoughts from today. Hope you enjoyed the show, and see you all next time.